Happy Monday, you guys. Welcome back to Unicorn Dust Designs. I am Sammy. On this channel, we do wood signs, we do DIYs, and so much more. Today, I am joining Pretty Simple Sherry and Lisa Birmingham in the, Upcycling Ugly Thrift Challenge. And if you follow me and have watched my videos, then you guys know I'm addicted to garage sales, stalking Facebook Marketplace for awesome free finds, and I do like the thrift store as well. So today I'm going to be taking some items that I found along the way and turning them into some beautiful pieces. So make sure, you guys, if you enjoy this video, make sure to hit the like button and make sure to subscribe. It really supports my channel, and I love hearing from you guys in the comments. And if you guys like garage sales, if you like thrift stores, comment down below. I would love to know where you find the best deals. All right, you guys. So with that, let's go ahead and get into these DIYs. All right, DIY number one is our family sunflower sign, which turned out better than I could have ever hoped for. I absolutely love it. I am taking this that I found at a garage sale. You guys, I found 4 of these and they were $1 each. They are huge. You can see how big it is when I lay it on my mat. Like, these are so big. So I totally lucked out finding these. We're gonna use Eucalyptus from Walmart and also a family sign from the Dollar Tree and sunflower bundle from Walmart as well. So I'm gonna take this outside and we're gonna spray it flat black. And I'm just basically gonna go around this in circles over here. And I kind of debated if I wanted to paint the sides black, like cover the whole thing, or leave it. So I do take a little shot of like the sides because I was like, I don't know. And I ended up leaving it. I thought I added a lot of dimension to the sign itself. So next we're taking our family sign, and I was trying to pry these like staples off, but you really don't have to because it doesn't affect the sign whatsoever. So I just cut the strings off, and then I do take that outside and I do spray paint it with matte white, just so you guys know. I did not film that part. And now I am going to be putting our hanger on the back. So what I'm doing is taking Dollar Tree floral wire. It's super thin. I have it kind of in a V shape, and I'm just trying to hook this through like one of like the little branches on there. And once I get it through, which obviously I'm having issues, so I take my weeding tool and I'm gonna put that through, and I'm gonna twist this tight, and I want it as close to like the actual branch as I could get. And I'm just gonna keep twisting it. Use your better judgment, but I twisted it pretty far up, and then I just bend it down when I feel like it's a good distance up. And you guys keep in mind, you can do this with any, like, if it's not a deep basket, or you can use like the TV trays, like the old school like wicker ones that you see. I see them at the thrift store all the time. So keep that in mind. Now for this wire hanger, I want it directly on the back. I don't want the wire showing, so that's why I'm not going up with this, and it actually worked great. And I am just going to follow the step that I took on the right side and doing it with the left side. Super easy to do. And I love that you can't see anything when it's hanging up, so it just looks like it's floating there on the wall. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so she done. Let's move on to the next step. I love the flat black paint too on this. Super cute. All right, what are we doing next? We are gonna apply, fasten, whatever, our eucalyptus. So for these, you guys, I want you to keep in mind that if you ever have flowers or leaves or something and they're not facing the way you want, most of the time, a lot of the pieces on like bouquets or branches or whatever it is, they come off. So you can twist them around and kind of manipulate them to go in the direction that you want. Sometimes I forget about this and I get so frustrated, and then I'm like, wait, I can move this around. It doesn't have to stay like that. So that's what I'm doing right here, because a lot of the leaves are faced the wrong way. And then after you're done playing around with placement, these I simply just bent a little bit so that they would curve with the tray. Sorry, had to take a drink of my energy, you know. All right. And I'm taking that same floral wire, you guys, and putting it through the basket. Obviously, that did not work the first time for me. And I do one at the lower part of the stem, and then kind of right before like the actual leaves start on these branches. I didn't go further up with it. I didn't feel a need to, but if you want to add like more security, if it's going to be on like a door, you know, that's like banging open and closed, you might want to. But this is just going to be hanging on my wall in my filming room. So I'm going to do that with both sides of these. And since my sunflower is going there, that was like a huge piece that I was like, need to clip that off. And you guys, you need wire cutters for these. Even Dollar Tree flowers, most of the time you're going to need wire cutters. I stole these from my husband's toolbox. I will try and see if there's like a brand on them. And if not, I will search Amazon and try to find you the best deal and the best quality as well, and link those in my description box. So here, and this wire is super easy to cut. It's very thin. So you see me just using regular scissors, don't have to do wires. And as you can see, I added another branch because I felt like the right side was looking a little skimpy compared to the left. So I just took a branch from another bundle and then just wired it to there. And now they look a lot more symmetrical and even for me. So these sunflowers, you guys, Walmart, $3 for all of these sunflowers. Now I know Dollar Tree has some beautiful ones right now, so you can definitely use those. But keep in mind the ones from Dollar Tree, the centers of them are so much smaller, and I just loved how big these looked, like real sunflowers. So jumping back to the family, sorry you guys. So this is how it looks spray painted white. I am taking just an old-fashioned stapler, not a staple gun, old-fashioned stapler, the wire from Dollar Tree. You could also, I'm sure, use zip ties or what do you call those? Pipe cleaners you can use as well. I'm going to put one in the middle of family on the Y and then the top of the F. And then I'm going to go back over it and kind of crisscross those staples just for added security. And I'm sure you could use a staple gun too if you had that handy. But I was just being lazy and didn't want to dig mine out. So went with the regular stapler. So now we're jumping back to the flowers because I'm a hot mess and I'm just kind of everywhere here. So all I'm going to do is hot glue these on. I liked how the 3 looked versus adding more to it. And I am just applying these. You guys, my new gun, which is it's exactly the same one as my blue one that I used in the beginning of my YouTube channel. So much better than the small one. The small one was definitely for like detail work, so I'm super happy with it. And a little hot glue came through the back, but nobody's gonna notice. So you guys, now that we have the wire on, I'm using these cups as just like a way to prop this up so I can get those wires through. At first, I'm trying to get it through the middle piece, but like there is no give in this at all. So I have to move up the sign just a little bit to get it to go through the basket, the wicker. I don't know what this is, you guys. Comment down below. What is this? Is this a tray? Is it a wicker? Is it some kind of basket? I mean, what? And look at that. Oh my gosh, this is so cute, you guys. Oh, I love it. So I am now just tightening up our wires that we stuck through here. I will cut the excess off and then this sign will be done. Keep in mind, it already has that wire hanger on the back. You can't even see it. And it looks absolutely gorgeous. So you will see the outcome of that towards the end. But look at how high end that looks. Come on. All right. DIY 2, interchangeable napkin rings. You guys, this is easy, easy, easy. So found these $1.99 at the thrift store. Please tell me you guys remember this like trend. I always remember my girlfriend, my best friend Joanna growing up, her mom had like all of this stuff in their house and I totally remember it. So nostalgia. So there's 4 of these. I'm only showing 3 because I already pre-made one to make sure that I was liking it. And then I'm taking those paper flowers from the Dollar Tree, ribbon from the Dollar Tree, and I was just giving you another option to do like polka dots or something. So all I'm going to do with this is I'm going to take the ribbon. It basically, one roll will do 2 of these napkin rings. And I'm just putting hot glue on the bottom and then one more time when I wrap it around to secure it. And then we're just going to wrap this all around. Now, you guys, so you're not wasting your ribbon, make sure you're like just overlapping right over like the gold part, because usually when you're like going around in a circle and you're wrapping, you tend to overlap that ribbon a lot, and you don't need to because then you're using more ribbon. Does that make sense? So I try and just overlap right at the edge where that gold is. I do not use any hot glue through this process. I am just wrapping super tight and then I will glue it at the end. Now, you guys can also get those silver napkin rings and do this from the Dollar Tree. So look at how pretty that looks already. So I'm just cutting this and then we are going to just hot glue that end inside, and you don't even notice it at all. Like it blends right in. Look at how pretty that looks and how like it completely changed it. And what's great about this ribbon is, you guys, it can be used for any season. Like that's why I chose the burlap with the gold, because it could go with anything. And now, you guys, awesome thing about these, I'm not hot gluing these to this napkin ring. They have a wire stick on them. So all I'm going to do is wrap it around. And that's why I said these are interchangeable, because I could take off this sunflower and for Christmas, I could change this up with some wire decor. I can change it for any occasion. And that's what is awesome about these. So look at how darn cute those are. All right, DIY number 3, upcycled gather table. Look at how cute. I'm proud of myself because I am definitely not like a furniture repurposing gal. Okay, so you guys, I literally found this on Saturday at a garage sale for $5. And right away, that's Frankie Bell to the right. Look at it's all wobbly, but I was like, this has great bones, and I already knew like just the top of it. I was like, oh, that is screaming to have something put on top of it. So all I'm doing right now is just taking an old shirt and I'm just cleaning all like the cobwebs, the most of the debris off of it. Then I'm going to take this apart with my screw gun. And there actually wasn't that many like screws and stuff like that, but it came apart super easy, as you can imagine. And now I'm taking, these are actually the reusable cleaning cloths from the Dollar Tree, and I love them. You just rinse them off, let them dry, and then you could reuse them time after time. So now the kids, of course, want to help out. So Everly is going to help me. I just have water on this, you guys, and I'm cleaning everything off that we took apart. And, well, I'm not. They are. That's what's great about having kids, you guys. Just kidding. But they are great helpers. And then here they are. I was still filming and didn't realize it. And then I saw this and I was like, oh my gosh, they crack me up. I love them. How fun. Oh, to be young. All right, so we're going to go in with Rust-Oleum charcoal paint. This is, I believe, my first time actually using it on a project. And let me add again, this isn't like my thing. I am very impatient with furniture, and I find it shocking because I do wood signs and I'm super patient with my wood signs, like dry time, all of that stuff. But for some reason with furniture, I have no patience, you guys. So, oh, there was a lot of mistakes. I'm surprised I even got this finished in time for the video because your girl was trying to take some easy way outs here. So I'm taping this off because there's my hot husband in the background. He is so hot. Okay, anyways. Um, so I'm taping this off because I'm almost positive at this point that I want to leave the basket this pine color, because when you see me with the decal, the wording is going to be this pine color, the original wood color. So I'm just taping this off and I'm making it pretty thick because since I'm using the roller, I don't want to chance getting the paint from the roller on this. So tape it off. I'm just using a painter's tape from Menards or something. I don't know. And then I am going to use my little spongy roller. This is also from Menards. You guys, I do not know what it's called. Next time I take a trip, I promise I will link it. So as you will tell, I am definitely just, this isn't my forte at all. But you know what? I did it. You guys, don't paint with chalk paint. And I do this all the time because I want to be outside with my family, that I'm like, oh, I'll just do it outside. But it is so humid and it's hot, and chalk paint does not like that combo at all. So make sure you're doing your painting in a cool area, okay? So I do the outsides of it. I do 2 coats on everything that I paint here. And then for the insides, or like the bottom inside of, okay, like right here. So I tried rolling those, but it wasn't really getting close. So then I take my Walmart paintbrush and I get that very close to like my edges and where like the wood meets each other, because the roller wasn't obviously doing it for me. So I did that. And then, sorry, this is like mostly painting. I thought like I cut a lot of this out, but you're welcome. And let's see. Sorry, you guys. You could fast forward through this. I feel bad for you. I thought I cut all this out. So now I got to get the insides of it, and you guys are going to crack up. I should have, what I should have done, I didn't see those little knots that are on the side. I didn't know those came out. And of course, my husband told me after I was done painting that those are just like decorative and there's screws inside there, because that would have made life a lot easier painting wise. Like, look at how I'm holding the roller. Like, if that doesn't tell you I'm not good at this. Okay, so you guys, this is a decal I made. It says grateful is a happy place to be. Now I'm cutting this apart because anytime I laid this vinyl on here, it like stuck like right away. So going with one big piece was not gonna work out for me. What was easy about this is it was compressed wood glued together, so it had like the lines for me on top. That way I could get an even base, like where to put my letters. Then I'm going to cut out my grateful, and then I'm going to lay that right on top of my smaller lettering. And this is permanent 651 vinyl. I always use this when I'm stenciling on top of wood because I find that it doesn't give me bleeds. So there she is, super cute. Gonna rub her down, and then we are going to peel back that transfer paper. This transfer paper, you guys, is from the Dollar Tree. It is just called contact paper. You could also get it at Walmart as well. Now I'm going to paint over that with this charcoal chalk paint again, and I'm going to do 2 coats of this. So I'm going to let this first coat thoroughly dry, and then I'm going to come back and do the second coat. You have to make sure before doing a second coat with chalk paint that it is dry. And I promise my zipper is not undone on my shorts. They're just super old. I promise. All right, now we're going to weed. If you guys are not used to weeding, make sure you're being soft. You just gently have to take your weeding tool and kind of just get just a little bit of that vinyl up. You don't want to press too hard because then you're going to gouge like whatever piece of wood or whatever it is you're using. So go gentle, take your time, and it will come off nice and smoothly. Now, you guys, I want you to keep in mind, we're using 651 vinyl, which is permanent for our stencil. If you were to leave this overnight, the chances of you getting off your vinyl smoothly is going to be slim because it's permanent. So the longer you leave it on there, the more it's going to adhere to the surface. So you have to make sure that you're keeping track of it and you take it off when it's dry. So you guys, I am sanding this down, which I wasn't going to, but your girl wanted to take a shortcut and an easy way out. And I got like a clear spray, what am I trying to say? You know what I'm saying? A clear coat, but it was in the spray can, and I sprayed and it left, like, you can see every line of spray on this. It looked so bad. And so I had to sand this down to get all of those lines off of there. So as my mom would say, if you're going to do something, do it right the first time, because guess what? It took me double the time trying to be lazy. So then I kind of had to change this up because I wasn't planning on like roughing it up or distressing it at all. But since I did it to the sides, I had to do it to the top. So I do get a sanding block and I just go around the edges. And as you can see, I got those edges distressed, ran it over the top too. So that's cute. She's so cute. Okay, now we're using Matte Clear by Rust-Oleum Chalked. You guys, this clear for chalk paint is so great. If you actually read the can, it says that it is for like high traffic areas, like tables, things like that. It's supposed to be really good. Now, I don't work with a chalk brush very, very often, okay? I usually use my chippy brushes. This one, I was like, I'm gonna try it. Well, when I dipped it in and initially put it on, I was like, nothing's coming off of this brush. Well, it seems like the clear gets up in the bristles. So then when I like pressed down on it, a bunch of clear came out and it was just everywhere. So it's a learning process for me, for sure, for sure. And then you guys, whenever you use chalk paint, let it dry overnight, 24 hours. Because if you don't and you go to put a clear coat over it, it will smear your chalk paint. And again, me being impatient, it only smeared it like a tiny, tiny bit. But still, just be patient and wait, especially if you're doing these to like resell or something. Just take your time. But look how stunning. Everything, I'm a firm believer that everything happens for a reason, because this turned out great. It looks great distressed. And look at how beautiful that pine looks with the charcoal. And yes. And here's our other gorgeous sign. All right, you guys, that is it. Thank you for joining me today. I hope these inspired you to try something new. And if you like the video, please make sure to hit the like button and subscribe. And until next time, have an amazing day. And thank you so much for watching.